So I'm gonna take this opportunity to get a little up close and personal with you guys. I'm gonna trim some of my ends. So my locks aren't perfect. There are some locks that have some straggly ends and it starts to, I say, strand out like the way a stocking would strand. You know, when you like rip your stockings, strands out. Some of my locks do that, and that's something that I've been dealing with for a few years now. I started noticing that my locks would do that towards the end, like sometime in the middle of 2019. It's kind of started doing that towards the end, and it still does that. And at first I was worried about it, but not anymore, because I feel like that is a way of my lock shedding. And instead of me trying to hold on to it and reattach or anything like that, I just do a little snip, snip, clean house, and just, cut those ends off. I just look at it as shedding, So I'm gonna go ahead and go through my hair. And usually it happens, it's so weird because it would happen around the same area, almost really straight on and identical. So I'm gonna just start breezing through it and see what needs to be chopped. All right, for instance, look at these two. These are in different parts. This is more towards the side of my head, and this is towards the top, the middle. You see that? It don't make no sense holding on to that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and chop it. And I have my shears here, and I like to go towards the end. Just get it off of there. I don't like to bluntly cut it, so I'll do that, and then I'll just like twist the end like that. Now I have a little curl. It's giving goddess locks, okay? So I like to do that. And where was that other one? And like I said, this has been happening for a while, so sometimes I just go through and do what needs to be done. Like, look at this one. You see that? It's just starting to strand out a little bit. So instead of, crying over it, I just give it a little snip towards the end. And I like to cut in a diagonal, so it's not a blunt straight cut. And I'll go ahead and just snip that. And then I just twist the ends. And there it is. So the little girly is gone. Okay, another one. Look at that. And I kind of want to get through this quickly. So look at these. See, when it starts getting see, it's around the same area, like right there. See, when it's like this, sometimes I think like, should I just crochet it and kind of like reattach it and reinforce it and make it stronger? But I never really did that before. I just kind of look at it as like a lesson in letting go, and I just let it go. So I do it towards the end. I want my locks to be strong all the way around, so. Ooh, so yeah, this is it right here. Look at that. It's gotta go. And when I think about it, you know, having locks for 8 years, you know, that's a long time. And I've gone through a lot of changes. My body has gone through a lot of changes. So naturally, my hair would also go through a lot of changes. And it definitely has. So I can't be upset when my hair is changing, it's doing new things, and it's just shedding. And it's not a reflection of like my hair care or anything like that. It's just change. So I just tell myself like, okay, it's just my hair, you know, telling me what it needs. So I always twirl the ends. And eventually, I think I'm gonna do like a major trim where I get everything all evened out and a lot shorter. But for now, this will do. So I don't really want to call this trimming or cutting because I'm not giving my hair a blunt cut or trim on every lock right across. What I'm doing is sort of pruning. Like, for example, when you prune a plant, when you have a beautiful plant and you see some of the leaves are getting brown or it's not looking strong and it's you know, it's kind of dying, you don't want to keep those leaves on because it'll probably ruin the whole plant. You know, all that energy and nutrients, it's gonna be sucking it from the other parts of the plant. So what do? You typically, you know, prune that plant. So I kind of look at it as though I am pruning my locks, you know. So those ends that are stranding out and not doing that well, I just prune them. So this is what I have. I actually have a really long one that I had to do, and this was towards the back of my head. This is such a long lock. Like, this was hard to do. I'm not even gonna front, like, damn, but I had to let it go. Oh, look at this. See? But this is what, you know, people go through when they have locks. It's not all glamorous and sexy and, you know, great. We go through hair issues too. So I, you know, kind of being a little vulnerable with y'all, and so you could see, you know, the imperfections of my locks. So that's how I tackle it. It's a part of my maintenance process. I don't prune my locks every time I wash my hair and I retwist it, but I do pay attention to how my locks are doing. So when I see that, you know, it may be a little bit weak towards the end, I make note of that until I'm ready to actually go through that pruning process. But that is what I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I want you to know that if you're going through any similar struggles, you know, don't feel too bad. Don't be hard on yourself. It's hair and it sheds, and sometimes your hair lets you know, how it's doing, and that's okay. So we do have our ups and downs with locks as well, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So please like this video, please comment and share your own experiences. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to my channel and you'll be able to view more videos like this. Bye.